Got Music by Cathy Molitoris, illustrated by Sarah McConnell. Cora was a little girl who loved music, not the kind of music you or I love. Although she did enjoy a good piano recital. Instead, Cora loved the music she heard all around her every day. She loved to tap, tap, tap her feet to the pat, pat, pat of rain on her bedroom window. She loved to hum along to the low buzz of the refrigerator. Drum, drum, drum went her fingers on her knees while she sat in the car. Click, click, click went her tongue on the roof of her mouth as she listened to the thumping beat of the closed dryer. Cora couldn't imagine a life without music, or drumming, or clicking, but plenty of people around her could. When she splish-splashed her feet to the beat in the bathtub, she sometimes splish-splashed water all over the bathroom. "Let's keep the water inside the tub," her mother would sigh. When the tapping of her feet on the kitchen floor distracted her father from reading his paper, he would say, "Cora, please keep quiet." At soccer practice, she would puff her cheeks in and out with the rhythm of the sneakered feet as they swooshed on the grass. "Cora," her coach would command when the ball sailed past her. "Concentrate on the game, please." Still, nothing could stop Cora from tapping, clapping, and snapping. She tried to keep the music to herself, but it was hard. Then, one day, Cora's mommy brought a baby sister home from the hospital. Cora couldn't believe how tiny she was. All she did was sleep, eat, cry, sleep, eat, and cry. And she cried a lot. She cried in the morning. She cried in the evening. She cried all night. Cora tried to concentrate on her music, but it was hard to do. The crying drowned out all the usual noises in her house. Cora complained to her mother. "Babies cry," her mother said. "You just have to get used to it." She complained to her father. "Try to ignore it," he said. Cora sat on her bed and pouted. She tried to hum a tune, but it wasn't easy. She couldn't hear anything but over and over and over again. Finally, she got up and went into her sister's room. "For a little baby, you make a big noise," she scolded. "Why can't you just be quiet?" Her sister stopped crying, looked at Cora, and started crying again. Cora turned to leave the room, but then suddenly she stopped. She listened carefully. Could it be? She wondered. Was it possible? Could her sister's crying actually sound like music? Cora had to admit the crying had a rhythm to it. Before she knew it, Cora began to tap, tap, tap her feet on the floor. She started to snap, snap, snap her fingers, and she hummed a soft tune. Then she hummed a little louder. Soon She was tapping, snapping, and humming with gusto. Then something amazing happened. Cora's sister stopped crying. She watched Cora with fascination. Slowly, she began to smile. Then she began to giggle and wiggle. She kicked her feet and waved her arms. She squirmed with delight and squealed with joy. And Cora smiled a giant smile because she knew right then that she had finally found someone who appreciated her music as much as she did. With all the cooing and giggling, Cora didn't just have a new baby sister. She had a band. The end.